I have spent years developing a theory about how human civilizations rise and fall. I call it manufactured need theory. The idea is simple, but its implications are profound. Human beings do not merely respond to needs, we often create new ones. We imagine possibilities that did not exist before and then build entire systems around pursuing them. Many of the greatest leaps in civilization have followed this pattern. I never imagined I would live to see what may be its most dangerous turning point. Consider writing. It created the possibility of preserving thought beyond the limits of memory. The result was the accumulation of knowledge across generations. Consider the Industrial Revolution. It created the expectation that production could exceed the limits of human physical labor. The result was a transformation of society within a single century. Consider the Internet. It created the expectation of connection beyond physical proximity. The result was a civilization capable of communicating across continents in real time. In each case, a new human possibility expanded human capacity. It made the human more. That is the pattern, and for most of history, the pattern held. But there is a moment within this pattern that has always unsettled me, a tipping point, the moment when a created need stops extending the human and begins replacing the human. An AI actress was recently introduced in Britain, not a tool for an actress to use, not software assisting a performance, an actress with a face, a voice, a presence designed to be increasingly indistinguishable from a human being. Studios are interested because she is cheaper, she does not tire, she does not negotiate, she does not ask for dignity, and audiences are gradually being conditioned to accept her. This is not merely a technological milestone, it may be an inversion point. For the first time, the aspiration is not simply to build a better tool, it is to create a substitute, not for what humans do, but for aspects of what humans are. This inversion is not entirely new, the scale is new, the pattern is not. Rome cultivated an ever growing appetite for spectacle. Entertainment became more than recreation, it increasingly shaped public life and identity. When spectacle begins competing with meaning, a civilization enters dangerous territory. The Industrial Revolution brought extraordinary gains, but it also transformed many craftsmen into operators of systems they did not control. The tool that extended human power also threatened to reduce the human to a component within a machine. Social media connected the world, yet it also created a culture in which the performance of life can begin to replace the living of it. Validation becomes a product, identity becomes a presentation. In each case, the self surrendered some measure of sovereignty to what it had created, and in each case, something essential was at risk. Allama Iqbal never lived to see artificial intelligence, but he understood a danger that feels remarkably relevant today. Iqbal was not merely a poet, he was a philosopher standing at the crossroads of East and West. He studied Nietzsche, Bergson, and Kant. He engaged deeply with Western philosophy and then returned to the intellectual and spiritual traditions of the East, forging something distinctly his own. In The Secrets of the Self, Iqbal argued that human dignity depends upon the preservation and development of the self. He called it Khudi, not arrogance, not ego, but the living, striving, creative center of human existence. If Iqbal's concept of Khodi is taken seriously, it suggests that the greatest danger to a civilization is not always an external enemy. It is the moment when the self stops creating and becomes content consuming its own substitutes. A civilization without a sovereign self is a civilization without a soul, and a soul cannot be manufactured. The AI actress is not the end of acting, she is a mirror. And what that mirror reflects is a question every civilization must eventually answer. Are we using what we create, or has what we created begun using us? History offers a reason for hope. Humanity has faced moments of inversion before, and each time those who chose the self over the substitute, creation over passive consumption, and dignity over convenience helped carry civilization forward. The question is not whether humanity can survive this age. The question is whether we will choose wisely within it. That choice, as Iqbal understood, begins neither with governments, nor technology, nor institutions. It begins with the individual self, awake, sovereign, unmanufactured. I am Naeem Mian. This is Memory, Myth, and Reality, where the past speaks and the present listens.